What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to talk to you about Lucid. Give you a quick overview of some of the data points, break it down on what is really moving it today, and go over everything else you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And with that, let's get right to it. So Lucid is up 4.66%, 275 the low, 295 the high. As soon as I saw it was down 2% pre-market, I knew it wasn't justified, only because of this. In case you are kind of curious on what's causing so much disruption in the broader market, codename is DeepSeek. So a lot of people are saying that it's just more efficient than ChatGPT, and ultimately China is kind of leading the AI race. It seems to have popped up overnight. I feel like it's over a massive overreaction, and even if you think about it, none of that really translates to EVs or pretty much anything else other than the tech sector. So let me know your viewpoint on that. But ultimately, as soon as the market did open, it just popped like crazy. And there is one main reason why. So no actual official news from Lucid today, no SEC filings, but there was a analyst rating, two in fact. So one was done after hours on Friday, not necessarily the most optimistic. So you can kind of see right here, you did have RBC, Tom, 43% success rating, did give a $2 price target. So not the best. I don't know why it was done after hours on Tuesday, mind you, but recently on that same day, but it was just posted today. I think there's always some lag or something because it shows on tip ranks 3 days ago, meaning after hours on Friday as well. But this one was just posted this morning. John Murphy, 54% success rating on, mind you, when Lucid was in the $30 range. He was one of the biggest bulls for Lucid and largely has been for a while now, but did give a $3 price target. And given where Lucid is at, definitely goes to show that it's at a pretty good discount. So once again, that is one of the main reasons why it is going higher. No actual news. There's a couple things that's coming out that I'll talk on, but no data points today. You have shorts right now. Looks like they're increasing 798,000 shares. 19.41% of the free float is being shorted. Works out to be 231.24 million shares. Always a positive day whenever you see shorts increase and Lucid is still green. It goes to show that they are fighting, but big money definitely is pushing it higher. So one thing I really like to see. As well, on a side note, there is roughly in excess of 10 million shares available. So if they really did want to double down, they definitely could. But I feel like Lucid over the last 2 trading days has started to build a lot of good momentum. So I'm going to go over that in a second. A couple things. So this came out on January the 23rd. I completely didn't see this. So this was posted by Lucid Oasis. So it looks like Lucid is no longer offering complimentary charging through Electrify America for purchases made after December 31st, 2024. And if you have obviously it already, goes up until your expiry date, but there's going to be idling fees and so forth. But I see this as very optimistic, even though the customers might not necessarily like it, but I think this would help Lucid's bottom line. So it goes to show that they're becoming a little bit more conscious of their just how much money they're wasting. Well, I guess I wouldn't really call it wasting if it's for the customer, but you guys get the idea. They're starting to really look at their business and where they're kind of using their money, right? So I see this as a very good thing coming from an investor standpoint. From a customer, maybe not, but I think ultimately the customer has gotten the benefit over the last little bit. Additionally, this did come out, so it's not really specific to Lucid, but despite Trump coming in, it is anticipated for EV sales to grow 4.8% in January, and that's done by JD Power. So honestly, I think that's very optimistic. And so yeah, despite you have RJ recently stating that because of Trump coming in, you might have a lot of a difficult time period over the next little bit, as what he did bring up here. So it's going to be a little bit more challenging over the next couple of years. So yeah, despite potentially, which it hasn't been announced yet, that 7,500 tax credit gone, it looks like sales are still there. So yeah, I think that's generally a good thing for Lucid. Aside from that, looking at options, 296,000 in calls, 122,000 in puts. 53% of all the options being done today are bearish in nature. Of the call options that are being purchased, still a consensus for it to be above 350, and that seems to be kind of capped where it is. You have this right here for the March 21st expiry date. Small pockets around that $5 range, so nothing really crazy, but still something just to keep in mind. Bears are anticipating for it to be sub 250, so I see that as good because over the last several trading days, you've seen random pockets for it to be sub, like let's say $1.50 by 2025, late 2025 or 2026. That seems to have gone away. So again, a little bit more upside is anticipated. And these are all the transactions occurring on the secondary market above $100,000. So big money's definitely starting to look at it a little bit more. This is what really kickstarted the push higher. So this one big buy, 1.52 million. But as of right now with that 292, it is right above this pivot point. So between the R1 and pivot. 287 is going to be a strong support. Flip side, 231 is going to be the next strong target / resistance. So I think Lucid on a technical standpoint is really showing some signs that it wants to continue this nice trend and move higher. And then aside from that, on the actual chart, very impressively, it did get above. As of right now, it looks like both the 100 and 200-day moving averages. So yeah, even though I did put out my video yesterday, and there's a lot of big data coming out this week that could really justify and push it higher or potentially lower below that 50-day moving average. I think over the last 2 trading days, it's really signaled that Lucid wants to move higher and that the whole EV sell-off largely was unjustified potentially. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know your viewpoint on that. So a couple key points to watch for today is that 100 and 200-day moving averages for Lucid to close above that today. And then as well, tomorrow will be a key one. Not that much in data coming out. So you have durables as well, first thing. But one thing to note though, Lucid right now is considered very oversold. And you can see that based on the stochastic RSI. So that's why the new analyst rating, bullish rating, is really helping Lucid to move higher. So let me know your viewpoint on Lucid. What is your general thoughts, for instance, on this? Do you think that this is a good thing, bad thing, or maybe in the middle? What's your general thoughts? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. One final thing, pop over to my Patreon. Launched it roughly around 2 months ago. A lot of good buys out there, so definitely take a look. Link in the description below and also the comments. With all that, appreciate all of you watching.